Is any family still in Flint?
Yes, I have my brother, my oldest brother, and my mother.
Right.
They still live in Flint. My father has since passed
away.
Yes, and he was he worked for GM. He was a tool and die man. He made the molds. Actually, it was GM. It was Fisher Body where he worked, and it was the molds that actually made the cars that they would put on the assembly lines.
Is that right? That's fascinating. Did you ever go to the plant growing up or see
we
him in action?
No, we couldn't do that. We used to go with my mother sometimes to go pick him up because back then you had one car.
Oh, yeah.
And so sometimes my mother would need the cars with 6 kids. And
oh, yeah.
so we would go and pick her up.
That's it. Now, did you and Ronaldo get married in Michigan, or did you all get married in West Virginia?
In West Virginia.
Is that right? He somehow coerced you. You've got to come to West Virginia. You're going to love it in West Virginia.
Yes.
And he didn't know West Virginia well, but he knew he'd get you there. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Yes, he did. We got married in West Virginia.
Is that right?
Yeah, and then we actually, after we got married, he thought he was going to try a different trade, you know, and do skilled labor like my father did. But he did not like, as myself, did not like working in the factory or anything.
Sure.
So that's when we decided to go back to West Virginia and open a restaurant.
An Italian restaurant. Yes, there in West Virginia. And you all operated that just for a short while.
Yeah, it was about 7 years, 7.5 years.
That's longer than I thought. Okay, wow.
Yeah. I was 23 when we opened that one.
That's fascinating. So Bianca, your daughter, Bianca was actually born in West Virginia.
Yes, she was born in West Virginia.
Much of her life was here, but she was born there.
Yes, she was born in West Virginia in 1980.
And I think you shared with us earlier this morning, Fran, that the day you all opened this restaurant, Villa Romana, the Italian restaurant, was a special day for her.
Oh, yes. It was actually her birthday, her 5th birthday.
Now, was it planned to be that way? Was it planned to coincide there? Or
no, it really wasn't. It just happened.
Right.
It just happened that way. It just happened, you know. And
do you remember that first day? Yeah.
Yes, we were all so excited.
Yeah.
And you know, starting a new business in a new place, you always kind of wonder, how are we going to do? Are the people going to enjoy it? Are they going to love it as much as we, you know, love serving them? And we were really, I mean, we were pleasantly surprised.
Right, out of the gate, the acceptance in the community,
Yes.
In this building, I believe, actually we have a guest next week who worked here prior to being Villa Romana. I believe it was a fancy steakhouse or well thought of. Jay Bolts, who I know you've met here, an attorney who worked in the kitchen.
Yes, he did. He told me he started out as a busboy.
Right,
And it was a Ponderosa steakhouse. And actually, when the first time he came to the restaurant, he wanted to go into the kitchen to see if it was the same as when he worked here. And he told us some stories about throwing potatoes.
Oh, yeah, I've heard those stories.
Yes.
That's right. Yeah, I've heard those stories.
Quite interesting.
And that's exciting. There was already an establishment. People already knew the location. 707 South Kings Highway had been here for a while, which was great. And the transition to Villa Romana was... Now, at that time, were you in the front of the house where you are now, or were you in the back of the house?
I was in the back of the house.
Right. When you say back of the house, meaning in the kitchen.
Right. I was helping my husband in the kitchen. I was actually what you would call the prep cook and expediter.
Okay.
I was the one who would get everything ready to be cooked. If whatever spices it needed or anything like that, I made up all the lasagnas, the manicotti, cannelloni meat. I did it.
You did
I did it.
Yeah.
I did it all. And still, before we open, there's things I may need to
Sure.
do.
Even now, sure.
Even now in the back of the kitchen.
Right. In the back of the house. Yes,
Yeah,
in the kitchen area.
in the back.
You know, it's fascinating, of course, for viewers who've been to the restaurant or even go to any restaurant. Are there things that you wish they could see going on? Obviously, they can't be back in the kitchen, but to see the amount of effort that it takes to get every meal out. Are there ever times that you wish people could see the amount of time and what all goes on into preparing their meal?
Oh, yeah. I mean, they would just be fascinated with it because a lot of people think you just take it out of something and put it together, and it doesn't work that way.
Yeah.
Especially since we make everything homemade.
Right.
You know.
Everything,
And we're not making all of these things ahead of time.
Right.
We are preparing them when you order them.
Right.
So it's always fresh. We don't have a lot of leftovers.
Sure.
You know.
Sure.
And it is an ordeal. And some people who were in the kitchen when I was working in the kitchen, they see us working, they're just amazed.
Yeah.
And how quickly we do it.
Oh yeah.
Because,
it is incredible.
You know, people can't just wait around for hours for their food to come out. You have to give it to them at an appropriate time.
Now, do you? Yeah, I'm sure that it is amazing to see how you quickly you're able to churn things out. Do you prefer the kitchen in the restaurant, or do you prefer interacting? I know you said back in Flint, Michigan, you loved obviously being with people.
Oh, I did.
Figured out that was a love. In the kitchen, you're surely working with people, but not to the degree you are out here.
Right.
Do you prefer it now? If folks were here last night, obviously they wouldn't have seen you in the kitchen.
No,
they would have seen you.
Yes, they would have seen me in the dining room.
Greeting them.
And greeting everyone, seating them, making sure everything's running smoothly in the dining room.
Right.
And sometimes I do miss the kitchen, but I still get a little taste of it preparing things ahead of time. I love being out and meeting our customers.
Oh, yeah.
And getting to know them is so important.
Oh, yeah.
Because so many people say you don't get that anymore.
Right.
Yeah, it's a lot of corporate, and we like for them to feel like they're coming to our home and eating.
Right.
And they're all welcome guests here. And we do the best we can to accommodate everyone.
And I think folks really do feel that way.
Oh,
They feel that way partly because you're out here in the front and your wait staff is recognized as a big family there as well. I think they really work with you all hand in hand.
Yeah. And I know a lot of people who knew Mama, Rinaldo's mother, who was here when I was in the kitchen, and she was out here taking care of everything.
Right. Sure, and of course singing here, doing the Tarantella right behind us here. I'm sure that's a melancholy experience for many folks who come who haven't been here since Mama Lucia's death, I guess 4 years ago.
Yeah,
3
years.
Yeah, excuse me, a while ago.
Yes.
So that's tough, but of course her spirit still here, lives thoroughly, and there's still a lot of pictures of Mama Lucia here. And Mama Lucia, you actually lived with your mother-in-law for quite a while. Or she lived with you and Rinaldo and Bianca.
Yes, she did. She did live with us, and I think that is what helped her, because she outlived her husband by 25 years.
Wow.
And I think that really helped to have the love of the family and everything. And I think that helps the elderly to keep going, to feel needed. And
absolutely.
There's a purpose for them still, you know. And I was pleased to do that.
Oh, yeah, very definitely. That was a great relationship to have. And speaking of that, did your daughter ever work in the restaurant, knowing that not only her mother and father were heading into the restaurant, but Mama Lucia, her grandmother, all three of them are heading out every night to head over to the restaurant. Did that ever spurn her to want to be in the kitchen or be in the restaurant, or did that spurn her to say, I'll never do it?
It spurred her to say, I'll never do it.
Oh, wow, really? Yeah.
She is finishing up on her PhD right now.
Yes.
And she's getting it in psychology and in evaluation.
Yes.
And in fact, she works for a company called Serve.
Good.
Which is affiliated with the University of North Carolina.
That's exactly
right. And it's also affiliated with the federal government. So she does evaluations for them.
That is tremendous. And you do not miss accounting, Fran. You are thrilled.
No.
You've really enjoyed the opportunity to
Yes.
be.
I love this place, and I love the people who come in, and I guess because I'm I like to please people and make their life easier and make them happy, and when I see that they are, that makes me very happy to see them enjoy life.
Those are great words and a great way to wrap. I'm sorry we've run out of time. Thanks so much for being with us this morning, Fran.
Oh, I enjoyed it.
Absolutely. Great. Stay tuned to a little more Carolina People with the co-owner of Villa Romana Italian Restaurant, the Italian Restaurant of the Year, Fran Montrosse, coming up next. We ran out of time again, whether it was Fran sitting here or Ronaldo here. We would have run out of time. There's so many things you want to talk about. We wanted to talk about the big trip to Rome when the two of them took a lot of area families, area couples over to Rome for 10 days about 2 years ago. We ran out of time. We wanted to get more into some of the thrilling things going on a typical day for Fran and Ronaldo. Ran out of time. But wasn't it fun to hear her talk about the, can I have a large chocolate milk? I mean, can you imagine Ronaldo ordering not only one, but two, and then even a third large chocolate milk just so he could have a chance to find out if Fran had a car and find out if she could pick him up and they could go see a hockey game. Can you imagine those early dates with these two? What a hoot up there in Flint, Michigan. The opportunity to come on the scene here January 29th, 1985. It'll be the 24th anniversary this January, but wait, the 25th, that silver anniversary is coming up January 29th of 2010. Be around. Come on in and check out the restaurant. Michael Delgardo's in tonight through Sunday, Tuesday through Sundays. 843-448-4990. 448-4990. You can visit them online at villaromana.myrtlebeach.com. Fran Montrosse, doing it all every day. Thanks for everything.
Thank you.
Amazing. Yeah.